Where's it gonna screw me? Like, where's it gonna push me back to? Oh, I have to reload the OS. That's funny. Gotta love when you can't tell if it's a real or fake crash, though, right? You know the game. See, that's the funny thing is, I didn't even know if the update was a real or fake update. Press help. There's no such thing as a help key. You should not be logging in as root. Alright, what do I have for pictures? Hard to tell how hard Nintendo would let them go. Well, it's not just that, it's how much work you want to put in. Because, like... Oh, I was right. This is a new hole in the wall poem. Is that the only new thing? No. There's the redacted poem. Alright. That was so weird. I can't believe that game crashed, dude. I can't believe my game crashed. They could have easily faked that, but it's like, do you want to... The biggest issue with doing that is you don't know how many times you're going to have to... Especially if you're planning on releasing it in multiple different systems. You essentially have to like have something special coded per system, which is a giant pain. Although it would be really funny to see the Nintendo Switch, your software is suddenly closed on like the PlayStation. You'd just be like, ah, oh, dang it. Wait a second, I'm not on Switch. I don't know where this save is. So we're gonna save this. Okay, so it's at the start of the day, so we're good. And I'll just speed through everything. I don't know how much it remembers what I did. Okay, cool, it does. It remembers everything. Manga is literature. Monika! So it at least stored like knowing that I got through all this stuff. It's also interesting to see how much they have to put in extra work-wise to make it so that I can't just like break the game by turning off my Switch halfway through or something like that too, right? So even though it crashed, like it clearly remembers a lot of what we've already done today, because otherwise it wouldn't let me be skipping through everything. So this is where it's kind of a little bit out of place. So it forgot up to this point, but it remembered that I saw the Natsuki thing. So it's weird. It's auto-saving even when it's not saying it's auto-saving. Hey, those are back in tune now, and I don't appreciate it. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jovine started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a bit... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as slim as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you edgy bitch! I forgot she said... Oh god, it's going crazy! How crazy can I let it go? It keeps getting faster. How fast does it go? Actual clown fiesta. Wait, is the screen getting darker? They keep getting closer too? Wait. I think this is as crazy as it gets. Edgy. Sorry that my lifestyle is something your mental age can cover. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves once they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, stop harassing others of your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality by dressing and acting cute. The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri! Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? If this were two dudes, they'd already be in a fist fight, so yeah, this could be worse. What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Jovine hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me. She just noticed I was standing there. Jovine, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. It's not getting darker. They're just adding a vignette. You're not wrong. We started it. How did I get dragged to this? It's not like whomever I agree with this. Oh, wait. Hold up. Help! 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 Hey, Monika. Can you help me? Please? Monika Deb. Hi. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling.
You know, if Sayori was here, none of this would be a problem, Monika.
Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. Just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes.
You deleted somebody. That's pretty darn assertive, my friend.
But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
You need Sayori when you have Monika. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done.
I would like to go talk to Natsuki.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with the palms on her forehead.
Yuri. I didn't mean it. I believe you.
MC when weird shit happens.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I don't know, he still says some dumb stuff.
I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Jovine, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Because you're going to delete it from her memory. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. But she keeps glancing at Monika.
You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Jovine. It'd be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really do appreciate you understand. Monika, you punk! What an absolute punk.
Romance, kitty, lollipop, kiss, waterfall, joy, wonderful, cheer, milk, adventure, explode, oop, rainbow, sing. Can't you occasionally get Monika to jump from the corner? Pure, raindrops, destiny, fun. I actually don't know if I got Basil, passion, anime, chocolate, adventure, rainbow, candy. I'm watching here. Nature, flower, play, feather, sticky, kiss, romance, sparkle, puppy. I think email is hers, yeah. I don't know why. I want a perfect. Milk. I also would really love to see a cursed word, but so far, no luck. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. That's not usual. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Ah, yes, the usual. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at her desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday. Thanks for pointing that out. I wasn't sure. Well, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally, so please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Is that an actual picture of somebody? Huh. Maybe we were just extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided there's no way you could be a bad person. Now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Jovine, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything's a bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man! Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calm Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean anything, as I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it's nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... Mybel's sailcloth, blindsight, lifeline, and Anne reciprocally, faultlessly offered scleromancia, nade Catholicite. I'll accept your apology anyways if it makes you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always worried you secretly hated me or something. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. And to be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music well, Monika. I don't. Don't give me credit more than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not that good at it. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. I'm still impressed. Well thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monika looks at me. Well, I am working on a song, but it's not quite yet done. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure of that. Don't worry. I was hoping I could share it with you anyways. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really? I chose not to bring up any of the things the three talked about. Besides, not scared to run off into the closet. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, I suppose so. don't think I can say no to you after you get that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. I was worried my game crashed again, I'm not gonna lie. What's the story about anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Ominous looking eye. Basically, the resistance camp turned an experiment prison. The Apple trap turned a killing machine. The facility gets worse and selectively breeding people are cutting off their limbs and fixing them. Oh, that may be a bit of a spoiler. Wait, hold up. That's actually new. She doesn't tell me that the first time. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That kind of... It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story and the dark came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of that thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgotten Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems so completely different. It's just this kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is filled with horrible people and we're all worthless anyways. Side note, I'm noticing every time they write the word anyway, that's at the end of a sentence, I always change it to anyways. I just wanted to point it out. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fuel my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... No, Sayori, stop that! Take that poster down! Take it down! Stop doing that! Come on, Monika! I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I talk too much. I really don't think you need to worry. This means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get to start reading now, right? How rude. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book that I put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip in the seat next to yours. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in the company of someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I'm distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. Soon I understand what Yuri means. Real presence over my shoulder. Not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distancing. You're in the corner of my eyes. I realize she's not looking over her book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathing in the feeling of your body. Yuri, you apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? Slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and... I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in, our shoulders are almost touching. It's like that my left arm is in the way, so I use my right to open the book. I guess it kind of makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. It's that moment all over again. Do the same with my right arm. That way I turn the page, flips her side, but it really is having it closer than before, actually kind of distracting me. I feel the warmth of your face. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up there. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. I continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finished the pages before me, so I turn my own volition. Continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over the side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second-guesses everything she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Definitely not the murdering of people and putting all their body parts together. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... Am I breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice.
Anyway, I'm fine. Dude, that smile. Oh, that smile is so weird. I just need some water. All right, well, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Jovine, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri does this sometimes, so it's not alarming. All right, if you say so. Anyways, why don't you say we start sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make sure a mental note where I left in the book and slip it back into my bag. So what happens when I try to pick Yuri first? Oh, I can't. Talk to Natsuki then. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one is as good as your last one, I'd be completely pissed. Didn't I write a perfect poem for her? Didn't I literally write a Natsuki perfect poem? What? Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught to never expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Baka. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably learn something from it. T3, bleep, zib, third 5 for our, or fix, equal. Ah, yeah. Excellent poem. This is my favorite poem. The knowledge is pouring into my head from the great beyond. Jovine, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. I can't do that. Oh, that's too creepy. Even for me. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now, so just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Jovine, do you? Pulitzer Prize winning poem. Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Oh. That lovely smile, the blood dripping down her eyes. End. Oh, that's the game, guys. That's the end. We did it. We beat the game. Should have had a Snickers. Apparently, yeah, I forgot to bring snacks. Hi again. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. Give my poem to Monika. All right. Great job. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Which is weird, because I definitely wrote a perfect poem for Natsuki. Writing a poem that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I didn't mean that as like a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, it's probably more of an interesting place to her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming off as a bit strong. Like earlier. If she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly, the door opens.
Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we just started sharing our poems with each other. Oh, already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem? I like this way this one turned out. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright. Colors. Flashing. Piercing. Red, green, blue. Endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent. Grating. What? Squeaking. Screech. Piercing. Sine. Cosine. Tangent. Like playing a board on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Yes. Of gliss. Get your math out of my poem. There's no math. Oh, I guess sine, cosine, tangent. Delete her. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Tell me that you can hear me. Anything. Please, help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath.
I just like holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there's some things you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. Feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel, a rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, dock ship, portal to another world, a thin rope tied to thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existent of God, swimming with an open water with all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring stakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, an exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears of triggering a clock that takes 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks a second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship, in another word, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and opening human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing holy human eyes, breathing time, breathing players, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just?
Super despair.
What does that say? Infinite universe stare? I can't read that. But thank you for the follow.
Not gonna lie, with the perfect pitch silence of Lucia universe stare. Nice. With the perfect silence of this, it just kind of a jump. Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem though.
It's at the end of the day.
Special poem time. Silly game. That's not a poem.
Wait, let me change my name.
You do you. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? There's something we need to go over today if someone could start at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything together good in a few days. Let's end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's a little bit more lively ever since Jovine joined and we're started some club activities. But this is the time for us to become complacent.
I can't change my name still? Aw, I'm sorry.
We still only have 4 members, and the festival's our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything will get noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at this in the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them all to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The Literature Club should be a place where everyone can express themselves, but they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something in the festival, even if it's something small. Right? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Jovine to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monika, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Jovine joined. As for me, I like it here a bit better. I like it here better than I do at home.
I don't know, you didn't already get your salt, says Camille.
And Jovine isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Monika's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Jovine want more members too. Right?
I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up for me to rescue the situation... I didn't know there's a Caitlyn S global emote. That's actually kind of a surprise to me.
No. Natsuki's right, isn't she?
Very sussy. I mean, yes, very much so. It is Act 2 after all.
This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everybody saw it here the same way I did?
The only person who saw it that way was Sayori, but she's not here anymore, is she? Wonder whose fault that is, Monika. I wouldn't know. I don't know what's going on here. So that doesn't mean we're against getting any new members. Who? Monika dab. Oh, you.
Why'd you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice to not join.
Monika sits down and stares at her desk.
What's the point of it all anyways? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with this club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it in. If I wanted that, then I would have just joined some other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. I should do my very best to consider everyone's perspective, and that's right for the club.
We have a specific list of SFX that we use. Sorry. If you pick one from there, I can replay it for you. You just let me know, okay?
Well, what about you, Jovine? What do you want to get out of this club?
Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a place special. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, as I cry tears of blood. Stepping out of your comfort zone every once in a while. So if you'd like to help Monika with the festival, I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Tab Monika best girl. No, Sayori definitely is, but okay. Hey, Yuri. Yeah? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also, a wonderful friend. Monika, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Jovine before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at the club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. Feels kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? Is that why the game's starting to get a little fuzzy there, Monika? I don't like seeing other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and you're being a little bit, you know... Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. Hello, anything abnormal happened so far? Nope, the game's been perfectly normal. Absolutely nothing weird. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just been some things I've been hoping to talk with you about. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why— wait, no, not yet. No, stop it. Nothing happened bad. Exactly. Everything's good. Hey, I saw you jumping down there. Hey, wait a second. I don't think that's how counting works. I didn't see any home time. It is in binary. No, it's going 11111, wasn't it? Should I keep replaying this until I get the glitched word cyclone? Do you know by chance? Unary, not binary. That's the most worthless. Sure, I guess you're not wrong. I didn't see a glitched word yet. Should I keep repeating to get a glitched word? Like, is that required for one of the unlocks? You're gonna have to replay Act 2 a bunch of times eventually, so don't worry about it. Okay. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monika! I told you not to... Is she really late again? I'm considerate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? For all the special poems? Yeah, that's fair. I've gotten 2. How many do I need to get? Please tell me it's not like 20. Must you always interrupt your conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. 11? Wolf. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really feel threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member would hurt as long as they're cool.
And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something?
How dare you?
Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and then trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Motivates me to work hard for the festival, too. Anyways, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could... We already have plans today. Ah, is that so? That is correct. Jovine is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already got him into literature, Monika? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Thank you for understanding, Monika. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make reading time any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow her and watch her retrieve a small water pitcher, the kind with the filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down at the teacher's desk. Simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves is really contrast to her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher?
Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri heads out of the classroom. She's definitely up to something other than getting just water.
Ah, did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I said go work for her. Let's see. If Monika's cute and best girl. Monika's not best girl, but I get why people like her. It's kind of weird that it sounds like the music's coming from inside that. I kind of love it. The most logical place to Yuri be with the nearest water fountain. Start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. Sharp inhale like someone's sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri?
I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Do you like oolong tea?
Not really, but... So we already read this. Skip a lot of this. Shouldn't do any less for make tea for others. Not expert. You should be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Just teapot. So I can with roll with Yuri. Monika's living jukebox. Hey. Just be in a good mood now.
That's so. I was letting it show. You noticed I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a bit more.
All old stuff. All old text. It's great, Yuri. Don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing.
That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I wish Yuri pour a cup of tea for both of us.
I have another request.
I think this is new.
Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
No, it's not.
Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can move my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk.
Ah, sorry, didn't realize. Oh no, because she's got bad posture. Most likely because of my bad posture. Bad posture. Yep. She's got some real bad posture. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Is this... There's no way I get the cute little chocolate scene in this one, do I? Except this time our bodies are even closer.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. I'm supposed to focus on reading like this. Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Yuri's hiding her scars. I mean, yes. Very much so. Teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book in a position that's harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears an intense reading expression, and I only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
It's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, If I touch it, then I might get sponges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. That's my bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Now we're in the CG. She held it so I don't have any harder time reading it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri was totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate and pop it in her mouth. And then take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lip as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. Apprehensively. Aw, I still get the cute little chocolate scene. I love this scene. Specifically just because it's adorable. Just like that, Yuri closes her lip. Her sudden breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what happened.
Jovine.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't. Jovine.
Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me out of my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
Jovine.
My heart won't stop pounding.
Jovine. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Jovine?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest.
Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me want not to read. I just want...
Hey. No. Don't type stuff like that. We don't do spoilers in here. I know I've already read and I know a lot about this, but don't do that kind of stuff, please.
To look at you. Huh.
Eyes. W eyes. Big ol' eyes. It's really not that bad.
It's time to share poems.
Obviously Natsuki first, always. Because I think this is where she actually, like, works with me.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. Just about as good as yesterday's, though. I still can't really tell how much you really care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending any time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can't let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it very carefully, okay?
I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. We've only been here a few days, but you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it hurts to see this happening. I know that I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something, help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please to try to do something. As for Monika, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. I think it's like she just wants to ignore it. I'm so mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Why doesn't this one have paragraphs on this version it had on PC? Really? That doesn't seem right. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's unlikable. Can you hear me, Jovine? If you would like to spend some more time with Monika, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monika from now on. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Wait. Just Monika. I mean, just Monika, obviously.
I think you saw something earlier you weren't supposed to see. I don't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she's a collection or something.
I mean, she does, but that's a different story.
I mean, it's definitely not because she's deeply depressed or something like that. I think she just gets some high from it. Might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is you've been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess I have to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be better. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. Put it lightly, I have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I worked really hard on this poem, so hope that's effective. Here goes. Ah, yes! Man, this is a great poem. Geez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on.
Alright, so we, just in case, are going to save here. And we're going to take my break really quick, because I'm pretty sure I'm about to be do a bunch of button mashing in the next hour. So, it's a good time to get up, stretch, grab some water if you need to, do all the good things that you need to do for yourself, and take care of yourself. I'll see you in a few. Unless my game crashes again, in which case I'm going to cry.